Dancing at Davenport, written by Iris Lloyd, narrated by Colette Redgrave. Prologue. I switch on the coloured lights and step back. Happily, each bulb is alight. Perfect. The lit Christmas tree brightens that corner of the living room. Then memories fill me with nostalgia. The string of bells I bought in the Christmas shop in a small town in New England. The silver star from Tirana, Albania. Glass icicles from Alaska. And a set of small coloured lanterns that always hung on our tree at home when I was growing up. All happy memories in a long life. My group of nativity figures in the stable, the Holy Family, the shepherds with their sheep, the three wise men approaching, is displayed on the table in the hall. The greetings cards as they arrive are being hung on strings secured to the dark oak beams crossing the ceiling. They are decorative, but tidily out of the way and don't keep falling over like rows of dominoes every time the front door is opened and cold air blows through the cottage. Now there is one last job to do. I fetch the stool from the kitchen and, climbing up, remove a floral painting from its hook on the wall to one side of the fireplace. I wrap it carefully in newspaper and put it away in the hall cupboard. Then I retrieve a similar-sized package and carry it to the living room. Sitting on the couch, I unwrap it, put aside the newspaper, and look at the picture, as I have done for so many Christmases past. I love that picture. Strange that I can't remember from which antique shop I bought it and exactly when. The print, measuring 10.5 by 6 inches, with a wide gold mount and in a gilt frame, has always intrigued me. There is an old label on the back, displaying the name and address of the framer in Sunderland, and informing the reader that the title of the painting is After Midnight Mass, 15th Century, and it was painted by G.H. Boughton and exhibited at the Royal Academy in 1897. It records further that it was in the private collection of Mr. W. Knox Darcy. I discovered, when researching him, that he had been given a license to prospect and drill for oil in Persia, had struck lucky, and had later founded BP. The original painting measures 50 by 96 inches, a mammoth 4 feet by 8 feet. I wonder where that painting is now. It's too large to have got lost. The artist is showing the viewer the west door of a huge cathedral from which is emerging a crowd of worshippers dressed in clothing of the medieval period. Torch-bearers light their way, revealing that it has been snowing heavily. At the front of the crowd is a beautiful young lady in an oyster cream gown and wearing a wimple with double peaks. 2 young pages look as though they are enjoying carrying her train. By her side is an elderly companion, dressed soberly, but also wearing a double wimple. The label describes the scene. The eye is at once attracted to the lady of high birth, slender in form, youthful and elegantly clad, who is stepping lightly over the snow-covered ground on her return to her home. Torch-bearers make sure of her way, and by her side is an elderly attendant, while groups of respectful and interested spectators mark their sense of her importance. In front of the crowd watching from a distance is a young man with shoulder-length yellow hair, who seems to be stepping forward. Does he recognize her? Who is he? And who is that beautiful young lady of high birth with her elderly attendant? My lady, who are you? What is your name? Why are you there, leaving the cathedral, and where is there? I ask these questions every Christmas, but suppose that I shall never know the answers. My lady, I care that your delicate shoes are robust enough to keep your feet warm and dry in the snow. So, once again, I am clambering up onto the stool to hang the picture on the hook at the side of the fireplace. There! It is in pride of place again. I know that I will be looking up at it many times over Christmas when my lodger, Pam, has left to spend the holiday.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?